No, it's the Klay stuff is fast. The basketball, it's 82 games. It's like us. You know, the equivalent would be freaking out over the Giants 20 games in. And I've done that.
Actually, it'd be more, 40 games in. Yeah. Because they're about a quarter of the way into the season right now, the Warriors. And so a quarter of the way in baseball would be about 40.
But we do that with the Giants. That's 20 games in.
Yeah, but I do that with every sport. Bonta, I do that on the first drive of a Niner game. There are different fans. I don't sit here and fan police people. Like that is when Jimmy Garoppolo throws no throw. No, I'm just saying. Like when this is more of a hypothetical. I'm just having the philosophical conversation. When Jimmy Garoppolo throws into triple coverage, there are two kinds of people. There's some like me. Oh my God, how could he make that throw? And there are others like, that's just what Jimmy does. Let's see what he does on the next drive. Both are acceptable forms of fandom. I am not here to tell people how to root. Like, come on, man. Root however you want.
I can't live like that anymore. I can't live like, I swear to God, last week when the Niners decided to freaking kick a field goal after the first drive, and you people freaked out, I said, nope, that's it for me. Same thing with Klay. Like, you can say fan police, you can say all that stuff. But watching people freak out over Klay Thompson.
Because people care.
But it's Klay Thompson. He bounced back in a major way last year. It's Klay Thompson. And I sat here for 2 weeks and I played the game with you guys. Said, okay, if he comes off the bench, what does it look like? And nobody had any answers. Well, this, or maybe you start DiVincenzo, or maybe you start. And I said, come on, guys. Let's just be logical for a second.
We were saying, maybe he doesn't play the first 3 minutes of the game just to get Poole going.
That's still silly.
It's just a theory.
That's still silly.
I mean, come on.
That's silly.
I mean,
it's Klay Thompson.
Okay.
Some of this guy literally tried to play defense on the torn ACL for this culture and this organization. This guy saved seasons. All right? That guy deserves equity. That guy deserves, you know what? If it takes him 15 games to roll, give him 15 games to roll. It's all good. It's not life or death. The Warriors are not 1-14. They're not 0-15. It's Klay freaking Thompson. So to see him bounce back like that in 2 games, and he admitted last night. Said, I hear the trolls. The trolls got to me. He got to me. Hold on. Here's the cut right here.
Before you go to that, just 1 second. You're acting like I'm the one who called the players meeting. No, and I'm the one who called them out.
No.
Did they have a players meeting?
No, it's you and a lot of people.
But did they have a players meeting?
They did have a players meeting.
So internally, they were feeling what I was feeling.
But Steve Kerr said it Wednesday night, and it was obvious. I said it. He's trying too hard.
Okay, then.
Shot selection was terrible.
So then why anyone that was quote unquote
but it wasn't enough to talk about the bench. Like we all went crazy over Jordan Poole scored 36 against San Antonio in the start. But he did. Hey, this is funny because trolls get to the best of us. Here's where Klay said this about his response.
When you hit 10 threes, I can confidently say they're open, and it's just something for me to build on. You know, I've been really wanting a game like this, so it felt great to just let that thing fly and play with a free mind. No, I don't care anymore. I really let the trolls get to me. Like, what am I doing? You know, like I had just a revelation where I was like, man, I just be you, and everything will play out, and criticize me all you want, but I know how great I am and what I'm capable of, and I think real Warrior fans know that as well.
Real Warrior fans. But there's some real Warrior fans who wanted you on the bench, Klay. We had that rejoin. Should have played it today, Spadone. You guys better not be roasting me. I was hoping Klay last night would be like, hey, tell your partner, I'm back. That would be great for the show.
You know what? If he thinks that I have that much sway, so be it. Like, I'm not the one who paid the guy $80 million for 2 straight years and got 0 out of it. Like, again, I love Klay. He's a champion. He's an all-time legend. When I say things, it's what we're feeling in the moment based off what he's doing. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, he's playing like Michael Jordan in his prime when he was stinking it up for 2 weeks. He had a great game. I'm super happy, and I hope he can build on it.
He still starts slow. He always starts slow. He starts slow. I mean, anyway, look, let's celebrate the win. You got 41 points. It was good to see the Splash Brothers 74 points. I don't want to feel like I'm attacking you because I'm not, Shasky. I'm just giving you a hard time for it. That's all. I'm giving you a hard time because you're fandom. You are a big-time fan. You are very, very emotional. But I learned, and believe it or not, I learned through media school, you can't live and die on every single possession. There's going to be more possessions. Now, there's certain junctures of a game where you freak out and be like, all right, you gotta go, right? There's certain junctures in the game, like tonight, there may be a play in the third quarter. I'm like, all right, God dang it, what the hell is going on here? But first half, like For example, I'll take you behind the scenes of me gambling, right? If I gamble on a game.
Okay, taking me behind the scenes.
I gamble on a game. And it goes, man, you do so well when you don't watch the game that you gamble on. I sit back the first half of games I gamble on. I start taking out the trash. I start cleaning, kind of get my mind off of knowing that hey, it's going to be a second half.
So there's your anxiety.
It's going to come. That's how I deal with it.
Yes.
I learned how to deal with my ADD, my anxiety, and all that stuff. So you got to just, you got to just chill.
Thank you for educating me on how to watch games.
I'm not telling you how to watch games. I'm telling you what helped me. I'm not going to tell you how to watch a game, nor do I want to. I don't. You watch a game how you watch a game. How everybody watches a game, how they watch a game. I choose to watch games at home because I don't want to deal with anybody else. That's my anxiety. Anyway, let's go to the lines. Everybody wants to talk Warriors. We'll move the Niners at some point, I think. TC, Sack, TC.
Bonta and Shasky, good morning, bro.
Good morning.
Oh, man, just talking a little bit about the Warriors and Kings. You see my Kings balling, Bonta.
6 in a row.
Ain't letting up.
6 in a row. Like that beam. Hey, that beam up there, Golden One.
That's what's up. We ain't letting up, Shasky. But look, a little bit on the Warriors and Niners. The Warriors, remember when I called him last week with y'all, bro, and I was telling y'all to relax. Y'all be good. Klay had his little game or whatever. You guys going to get it together. I feel you, Bonta, on a lot of Warrior fans. There was a lot of people panicking, but there's going to be a lot of Warrior fans calling in today with you guys coming, no, I told you. So I feel where you're coming from, Bonta.
Yeah, that's
Everybody's
all.
like,
Don't panic. We don't need to panic. They're 4-time champs. What are you panicking for? 4-time champs. Anthony Livermore, what's happening?
Top of the morning, fellas, and happy Monday. Last night's game, so I got a couple things. One, I'm noticing that people are moving the goalposts for Klay. Like, even after we've, some fans like myself have said, like, be patient. He's earned the equity. Give him an opportunity to get his legs under the belt, under him. Now they're saying, well, let's see if he can do it over the course of, more than one game. Oh, now he can't play back-to-back. It's like, since when did we do this about Klay? Where the game last night, they had an 18-point lead, and the second unit squandered that thing, and you had the Rockets looking like they were a better team. And so, obviously, most of us realize that it is the second unit. And so I just think it's unfair, but I'm just giving some perspective that I noticed that people truly are moving the goalposts.
But Anthony, we also have to acknowledge, like, that is the part of the Klay Thompson conundrum right now, is that he'll have a great game like he did, and then they play the very next night, which is how the NBA schedule works itself out, and then he's not available for you. And so, yeah, like, I know it stinks, and you're saying, oh, you're moving the goal, but that is his new norm. And Bonta could say there's only, what are there, 12 back-to-backs this year, right?
14, I believe.
I mean, like, this is what happens in sports for certain players. Buster Posey wouldn't play on Wednesday day games. Why? Because he's catching. And in yesteryears, guys would play 135, 140 games behind the dish, and he's only playing 112, behind the dish. And that's who he is. That equates to your value throughout the totality of a 82-game season. Why are people questioning, oh, man, maybe we shouldn't have given Kawhi Leonard all this money? Because the guy can barely play right now on the basketball court. And that changes fundamentally his impact on his team's winning throughout the course of the year to put them in a position to have a better seed, to have a better matchup, to win a championship.
I really do understand that, but, Klay and Kawhi are two different players. And Kawhi, he's been very, it starts trying to figure out, like, what's really going on with him. But we know that Klay is trying his best, and I just think us as a fan base really do have to give him that soft landing spot to be who he is. And he held himself accountable by saying last night at the post game, hey, I had to look myself in the mirror and say, like, what am I doing? I'm letting the trolls get the best of me or whatnot. And so he came out of it. And so, I just think it's best that we just kind of chill out. But, I mean, all in all, I'm very happy you had a great game. I really do hear what you're saying, but I do think that, you run a little hot, so you worry, and that's okay. But I think that...
That's why we love him, Anthony. That's why we love him. That's why we love him. Love that he runs a little hot. It's fine. Frank and Chico, 30 seconds before we break. Frank, what's happening?
Hey, guys. A pleasure as always. I just want to say this real quick. At the very, very beginning of the season, we had expectations for our youngs. I think we as fans got a little carried away. Lastly, I just want to say this. Shasky, I love you. You're the man. But this whole thing with Klay, bro, when you're saying Garoppolo and Korver, you got to calm down, buddy. Like, this is Klay Thompson. This is Game 6 Klay. And what I'm telling you is, it was easy to see if we were looking at it. He was going to have a slow start. He's had slow starts before, and he didn't have the training camp that all the other players have had. He is a two-way player. Instead of 1s, 2s, and 3s, it's going to be 2, 3s, and 4s now. This team is about to take off. You watch out, and you stop talking about Klay Thompson, Jeff.
All right, Frank. It's all good. It's all good, Frank. He loves Klay Thompson. It's doesn't hate Klay. It's all good. I didn't want to do that.
You did.
You weren't getting out of the show alive without that. I thought about you long and hard.
I hope you do.
I will admit.
I love that I live
yesterday
rent-free.
when I said I want you guys to call me.
But Bonta, did I have a players-only meeting? I'm asking you sincerely. Did I or did they?
Kurt mentioned it Wednesday night.
You're acting like I'm the only one saying that the guy was stinky.
Yeah,
the whole league said he was stinky. The whole league.
Guys took it to another level. Trades, bench, washed, not starting, done. Does he have it? All the stuff.
Oh, he stinks.
Yeah, I mean, I heard. Speaking of Steiny, you want to come at us with that rejoin? I heard Steiny last week say maybe you start Dante DiVincenzo in place of Klay Thompson.
People are throwing out ideas.
DiVincenzo.
They're throwing out ideas.